Hey everybody, it's Soaping Sunday, and today I want to show you a soap that I made using this fun hanger tool that I got off Amazon, where I tried to do a minimal hanger swirl, and I feel like this one came out better than the one I did last week on Soaping Sunday, but I gotta cut it open and see, and I'm excited. Oh, and of course, let me show you the soap. So this is what it looks like. I'm excited. It's got all like cool swirls on the top. The colors are very muted, so I don't know how it's gonna look inside. Okay, let me show you how I made this and then we'll cut it. Okay, to get started making cold processed goat milk soap, I start by measuring out all my ingredients: coconut oil, olive oil, castor oil, shea butter. The shea butter and coconut oil get melted down. While that's melting, I am measuring out my frozen goat milk and my sodium hydroxide, which is my lye. That is used to create a chemical reaction, which is creating the soap batter. I mix that up really well. This is about a 15-minute process of slowly adding the lye to the goat's milk. I also use my immersion blender to mix up all of my oils. I do blend them together, so those 4 oils are blended until I feel that they are well blended and I can add my lye and goat's milk. Blending those together, I want to blend it until I can't see any more oil sitting at the top of it. I want them to be really well blended. I'm gonna let that sit and measure out my essential oils, which is lavender and cedarwood atlas, and I'll add that into my soap batter. I'm gonna continue to blend this until it is at what's called trace, where it's just starting to thinly thicken up. I'm gonna pour a little bit into a measuring cup so that I can do 2 different colors. I'm using pink Brazilian clay on one container and blue spirulina on another container. I'm hoping to get a pink base with a blue swirl in the middle. I add my pink base soap batter into a loaf mold, and I want to make sure I get every last bit of it. Give it a good tap and a shake, set that aside so I can blend my blue spirulina with my immersion blender. I am then going to drop the blue spirulina into the center of my loaf mold at varying heights to try to get it to drop not only down to the bottom but also through the middle and the top. I'm just trying to avoid the edges because I want to try to keep it as centrally located as possible for the hanger swirl design that I'm going to do. Again, I do try to get every last drop, because every bit that goes in will turn into soap. Now I'll use my hanger to get down in there, and I'm gonna go back and forth and do some swirls to try to mix that blue spirulina soap batter into the pink Brazilian clay soap batter. I use my gloves to wipe off the remaining soap batter, and I did wash my hands in between. That soap batter at this point can cause chemical burns, so it's important that you're wearing safety gloves. I do use a bamboo skewer and do some figure eights and some little swirls at the very top of the soap, so I'm just using the tip of the skewer just to swirl the design a little bit on top, make it a little more fun. And then I wipe the sides, make it have nice clean edges, and I set it aside for 24 hours. The colors were very vivid when the batter was wet, but once dry, the colors became more muted. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we've got in here. Okay, we don't have spillover. I tried to keep all of the blue spirulina in the center, so it looks like I succeeded as far as not having it leak to the outer edge. I'm just gonna clean up the edges first, just to give it a nice finished look. Okay, here we go. Wow, what a fun design. Like, who would have thought just using a little hanger could make all these cool little twists and swirls inside. So I used the blue spirulina for that blue color, and I added pink Brazilian clay to the natural color soap, and that's what gave it that little pink hue to it, and I love it. It smells good with the lavender and cedar wood in here. So I really do like this hanger technique, and I love that you can play with different colors, and I think I'm going to be having more fun with this technique in the future. So thank you for joining me today in cutting open this bar of soap and seeing how it was made. And if you haven't started soaping yet, what are you waiting for? Get your soap on. Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to farm a wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah.